Hello, welcome back. So in the previous two examples, we have seen how we can find out the net effective area of different sections, like in case of plate and in case of angle sections. Now, net effective area determination is very important because those are required to find out the design strength determination of tension member. So whenever we are supposed to find out the design strength of any tension member, we may be required to find out the net effective area because the net effective area is used to calculate the design strength. So now we will see example to find out, we will see how we can find out the strength of member. So this is the problem. So in this, it is being asked to determine the design tensile strength of plate, and the size of plate is 200 by 8 mm. 200 is the width, 8 is the thickness, which is connected to 10 mm thick gusset plate using the 20 mm dia bolts as shown in the figure. If the yield and ultimate stress of the steel used are 250 and 410 MPa respectively. Well, so in the problem, Fy value and Fu value is also mentioned, and dia of bolt is given, and thickness of gusset plate and thickness of plate which is to be connected is given, and width of plate is also given. So now we will see that in the figure also. So in the figure you can see that this is the plate which is connected with this gusset plate, and it is being connected using the bolts, and bolts are arranged in zigzag manner. And now we have to find out the design tensile strength of the plate. Why plate only? Because the thickness of gusset plate is higher than the thickness of plate. So most probably, if any plate is to be failed, in this case, it will be this plate because the thickness is less. So because of that, the strength will be low. Cross-sectional area will be low. So now, to find out the design tensile strength of the plate, we have to understand how this plate can fail. Well, any tension member can fail in three aspects. It may fail in yielding, it may fail in the rupture, and it may fail in block shear. All three terms I have explained in the previous lecture, so you can refer to that if it is not clear to you. So to calculate the strength of member in terms of yielding, we can find out, this formula for TDG I have already explained. Similarly, the strength of plate in case of rupture, it is TDN. So we already know what is the formula that is being associated with TDN. And then we find out the strength of plate in case of block shear, which is TDB. So we find out TDB value with two formula. One is TDB1 and TDB2. So the value which we get, the least value among TDB1 and TDB2 will be the value of TDB. Well, generally this block shear failure we don't consider when the plates are connected with bolts, those which are in this zigzag manner. So in this example, I will not be calculating the strength of plate in case of block shear because the plate will not fail in this aspect because generally because it is being connected using the zigzag manner. So in the zigzag manner, the plate may fail either in yielding or in the rupture. So what we are going to do is we will find out the strength of this plate in yielding, like the TDG value, and rupture, TDN. And both strength will be compared. So the strength which will be least among TDG and TDN will be the design tensile strength of the plate. So now we will see the solution. So the given data is I have already mentioned in the previous slide. So Fy and Fu value is given already in the problem. So now we will find out the net effective area. Why? Because net effective area will be required this AN will be required to find out the TDN, which is the net, the strength of plate in rupture. So to calculate the value of TDN, we are required to find out the AN value. So AN is the net effective area, and now we know what is the process of net effective area calculation. So in this case, we can have different path, like the plate may fail along this path 1, 1, or it may fail along 2, 2, or it may fail along 3, or it may fail along, in the zigzag manner also. So first we will consider path 1, 1. So if we consider path 1, 1, the AN will be 1072. We know this is B minus N into D naught. Well, this is 22. We are using 20 mm dia of bolt. So for that, the whole dia will be 20 plus 2, which is 22 mm. Similarly, if we consider path 1221, 1221 is this, and this. So we are considering that this plate may fail along this path 1221. In that case, how do we find out net effective area? So this will be B minus N into D naught plus there are two stagger path, 1, 2 and 2, 1. So these two stagger we are considering. So in this case, M into P square by 4G. So in this case, M is the number of inclined plane. So we use M only when there are equal P value and G value. So in this case, P value is 50 and G value is 30. So same for both inclined plane. And then we multiply whole with the T value. So there you can see the formula, and corresponding to this, I have already provided the values. Okay. So once we put all the values, we get the net effective area in case of path 1221. There may be another path also, which is 12321. Like the plate, first we have seen that plate may fail along this path. Then we have seen plate may fail along this path. Now we are looking that plate may fail along this path, which is 12321. Okay, so this is the path. So along this path, the same process we will follow that we have used in this process. So in this case, the path is 1386.6. So now we can see that the least minimum minimum net effective area is 1072, which means the plate will fail along path 1, 1 first. So along this path, plate will fail first, because this path is giving us the least cross-sectional area, and cross-sectional area is directly related to the strength. So now we have calculated the net effective area for the plate. Now we will see the strength of member. So the strength of member will be calculated in terms of yielding, in terms of rupture. So for the yielding, the strength formula is this one: TDG Fy Ag multiplied by, divided by gamma m naught. Now what is Ag? Ag is the gross cross-sectional area of the plate. So in this case, the plate width is 200 and thickness of plate is 8. So this becomes the B into T, which becomes the Ag. And Fy value is 250 and gamma m naught. Whenever we are using Fy value, we will use gamma m naught, and the safety factor for this will be 1.1. And then whole multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 3, so that we get the strength in terms of kilonewton. So this is how we find out the TDG. So this is the strength of tension member in case of yielding. Now second aspect of failure of the tension member may be the rupture. Now the rupture strength, we have already seen that we use this formula to calculate the net rupture strength of section. of tension member. So in this case, we are using FU. So whenever we are using FU, we use gamma M1, which is 1.25. In case of FY, we use gamma M0, and for that it is 1.1. So after putting all the values, so AN we have already calculated in the previous slide, which is net effective area, and which was 1072. So after putting all the values, we get the net rupture strength as 316.45 kilonewton. So now we will compare TDN and TDG. So the least value is 316, which means the plate will fail in rupture, not in the yielding. It will fail in the rupture, and it can take this much force. So that is our design tensile strength of the member in this problem. So that is the solution of this problem. Thank you. In the next part, we will see another problem.